Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining today's HUSL Education session. Meet Sonia, the Salon Doctor. Sonia has over 37 years experience in the hair industry. She's a salon owner turned sales pro, and she now trains salon owners and their teams and independent hairdressers on retail sales, consultation, and systems that actually boost revenue. We are super excited to team up with her for this free 30 to 45 minute session. She's going to teach you how to prescribe powerful business solutions for your salon without making anyone feel salesy. Tap in, learn, and grow with HUSL and Sonia, the Salon Doctor. Go for it, Sonia.
Thank you for the lovely intro, and thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate your time. I always like to thank the people that show up, because what it shows me is that you're actually wanting to grow, you're wanting to learn. So I appreciate the best gratitude for me is when people give you their time. So thank you so much for showing up and being here today. So let me ask you something. If you stopped working tomorrow, does your income stop with you? Because if the answer is yes, do you feel like you have a business? Or do you feel like you have a job with overheads? What we're going to unpack today is how can we really maximize having an ongoing income where we can build a brand within our business that is sustainable with retail sales. I am super passionate about retail. I love it. I see massive growth in businesses instantly when we shift the narrative. So when we do shift from just being a hairdresser, just renting a chair, I want you to start thinking about, as a business owner, do you think, when you look at other businesses around, do you think they only have one income stream? Right? There's a lot of businesses out there that have more than one income stream. So what I really want you to think about is, this is almost a seamless integration into your business that you can actually be generating a second income. I see all the time salons say to me, oh, but people buy online these days and people do this, people do that. They might be doing that, but you know what advantage you guys have got? You've got your own website through HUSL. So you should be able to negate that objection, right? Because you can then actually say to them, well, if you're buying online, why don't you just buy from my online and buy professional products from supporting your small business? I think some of you who was on last time, you have a consumer right now that trusts you more so than a consumer that walks into a salon. Okay, they already trust your experience, what you offer, what you do. But for some reason in our industry, we seem to put retail as an add-on. We look at retail as an afterthought. It's like, oh, I do hair, and if you want to buy product, you can. What I really want you to be thinking about is what that client journey looks like, and it's actually part of the service. It's like going into a restaurant and them not giving you the wine list. Because what happens if they don't give you the wine list, they may have made the assumptions that we made. They can't afford it. They're not drinkers. I can't be bothered. It's not my job. If you went to a restaurant and they didn't give you the wine list, how would you feel if they thought that about you? So I really want you to think about as retail being a part of a full service, okay? And what we're selling is an outcome. So many salons sell products as a bottle. What your clients really want to understand is what's in it for them. So you might want to write this acronym down. WIFM. What's in it for me? Because if your client doesn't actually understand what's in it for them, they're going to always ask you, or they might say, oh, maybe next time, or how much is it? Because when we make decisions, us hairdressers always believe that it's always about price. We seem to think that when we have a client in our chair and they're spending $150, $200, $250, it gets sticky, okay? There's friction to ask them to spend an extra $80 to $100. I want you to really think about that retail is part of the service and we need to sell the value of the outcome. Otherwise, we're always going to ask price. I train a lot of salons across Australia, and what I see is it's not a lack of skill, it's a lack of belief. And when I think about what the beliefs are, is a lot of us feel like retail is selling. We normally feel like we're selling. Okay, I'm going to sell this product because you need it. And this is how we talk to our clients. But I want them to even journey plan even more and really talk to them about, you're with me 6 times a year. Do you only want your hair to look good 6 times a year? Because the reality is they're actually home more than they are with us. So I really want them to think about what it looks like for them when you're not with me. I want them to start putting themselves in their shoes. What are the pain that you're having when you're not with me? So who's the curly hair specialist? Christy. Okay. I know your demographic would have a lot of pain all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you've probably become a curly hair specialist, because it's a big pain. But what I want you to work with them is what's the outcome? Why is it so important that they need this aftercare rather than just having curly hair, when really nice curly ringlet hair when they're with you? And I'm sure you hear this all the time, right? I don't need you to even answer that because I see it day in, day out, day in. I'm with salons every single day. So I really want you to start thinking of retail as a completion of the service, not just an add-on. This is the reality, right? If you see 5 clients a day and you sell them a product at $30, okay? Now, we know $30 is not a hard sell, okay? And I actually don't talk about selling, I talk about serving. So we don't even sell, we're actually serving our clients. So if it's $30 a day and we see 5 clients, it's $150 a day, okay? That doesn't sound like a lot. But that's $750 a week, that's $3,000 a month. Who here would not enjoy an extra $3,000 of passive income in their business? So let's start turning your salon into a business. Let's start turning your retail and make it work for you, rather than feeling like it's transactional. I even see some salons that I'll buy retail, they'll sell it and buy it with the same amount. I'm like, are you making any money, or are you just being the GST tax collector? I buy the same amount that I sell. Well, how about you start really selling what you've got and making some real money? I talk about one of the biggest online platforms in Australia right now, okay? They decided to build out 200 bricks and mortar. Why would someone who owns the actual online space go and build 200 bricks and mortar, and they're literally $1 million a fit out? So they're investing $200 million in products that we should be selling because we're doing the client's hair. Our clients trust us. It's a definition of insanity to me. So my question is, why are they buying from you? They're shopping and they're buying anyway. So we feel sticky around the conversation. So what's the story that we keep telling ourselves about retail? What's our internal dialogue? Who here stocks retail in their salon, or if they're in your chair? Yeah, perfect.
I basically have the stock there on hand because I feel like my clients are coming to learn about their curls as well. So if I don't provide them with the products that I'm using and show them how to use it, they're not going to get the same results at home. And so the whole point, I guess, for me is that I want them to be able to do their hair just as well as I do it, apart from the cuts and stuff. So I feel like if I don't have it there for them to buy at that time, they just won't buy it. Like, some do come back, but it's sort of that in the chair while I'm there. And it's not so much selling it to them. It's going, well, this is what this does. This is how you use it. And then it kind of organically happens from that.
Yeah, because you're selling an outcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And this is what clients really want. Our clients actually want us to recommend and sell to them. I'm actually about to launch a little bit of going on the street and talking to clients, because could you imagine your clients, how they actually feel if they actually knew that we didn't want to sell to them because we thought they couldn't afford it or because it was an extra $60 on their service. So take the friction away, guys. If, like Christy's doing, just talk about it. Christy, my hot tip for you would be, I'm pretty sure, Marmy, can you confirm this or not, but you can text message them a link with the products you've recommended.
Yeah, absolutely. So once you copy that link, either your eStore link or dropship link, you can text it, you can WhatsApp it, Messenger, all sorts. You can just paste it and send it.
Whatever you can recommend on the app, great. But I love the fact that you have it in there as well, because you're obviously having conversations. So what I'd like to leave you with, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So what I'd like you guys to think about today is, what's something that you can do actively today or tomorrow and commit to yourselves? What can you do when it comes to retail or to maybe getting someone to purchase from your online store? This is an online platform that literally does it. It's done for you. It's a done for you. I've actually worked with wholesalers. I've worked with other businesses who have had to set up their whole business on an online platform. And the headaches are, I don't even want to know how many headaches you guys have, Marmy, because I can only imagine what that looks like on the back end. And you'd have to have a whole team to actually help run and set up the back end to make sure that everything's up to date, price up to date, price are current, all of that kind of stuff. So they do all the hard work, the legwork for you. We just have to make sure that our consumer at the end of the day is actually, really buying product from us. And think about what that looks like if you do go on a holiday. I mean, Mummy just put on there. There's styling tools. I had a salon. I used to sell electricals. I used to sell blow dryers. I used to sell brushes. I had a scenario with a client who literally bought everything from me, and she came in and I'm like, what are you doing with your hair at home? I go, because you're doing all the treatments, you're in my salon every 4 weeks, you're doing all the right things, but you still have breakage on the back of your head. So I need to break this down step by step. So tell me from the moment you wake up to what you do with your hair. And actually worked out, she had this really horrible brush. So I was like, great, I'm getting brushes in my salon. So there was nothing really that I didn't have in my business that I couldn't actually facilitate. I ended up having Velcro rollers in there. Like, you name it, everything, right? Because the shift is that your client, now trust me on this one, guys, people want to buy. People like to shop. Look at your Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, you can't tell me, like, every time you scroll, you get 50 million ads. You click on one and then you have another 50,000 of the same product, but just a different brand. People are buying. People want to buy. And they actually want to buy from you. I hear it time and time again. So I really want you guys, yes.
I find that when there are some promos, the clients get really excited, and that's when I tend to sell a lot of products. Obviously, it's got to be cost effective for HUSL as well, unwritten. I get that, but if there was some kind of promotion we could do, or some kind of incentive, I know it's not sustainable. Also, because at the end of the day, you want to be selling products on a daily basis without these promos. But I do find with previous HUSL promotions, a lot of my clients got really excited, and that's when they were buying.
Yeah, so have you heard of the thing when you go into Myers, they've got a GWP, gift with purchase?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know how many they sell because people want to just buy the bag?
Yeah, yeah.
And actually spend more money because of the bag?
Yeah, exactly. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, we all are. We all buy in. So this is perfect, okay, because this shows us that people aren't spending on price. They're buying with emotion, and they're buying with how it's going to make them feel. So when we're selling retail, I want to know, how is it going to make me feel? What is it going to give me? What's in it for me? Right? We always worry about, oh my God, but what if they say no? What if they don't want it? What if this? What if that? Let's take the story out. If we all just parked the story and parked what? We're doing their hair. This is the journey. This is the expectation. This is the outcome. This is how you manage it. This is the aftercare. Let's not add the narrative of maybe if, what if, this, that. Just do the recommendation because people do actually want to buy. And I guess going back to your point, I'm sure if you actually said to HUSL, do that feedback form and say, look, do you have anything that we can maybe do on a regular basis, maybe once a month? I know when I've seen them online, they're always throwing, they've got a $20 gift voucher. So you could maybe have in your business, look at what products are online and say, right, for the first 3 people, they get this product at a discount. Or you buy 2 products, you get the third one at 50% because you get that $20 free, right? So you've got $20 voucher today for showing up. So you can accumulate them, I'm guessing. Can you accumulate them, Mummy?
Okay, so just quickly jumping in here. So we have bundles in the app. So you're talking about unwritten. We have unwritten bundles where we give you the free styling, for example. And we've done these bundles for free in the wholesale shop so that you can create in-salon bundles and you can give that free styling product that you purchase through the bundle to your clients. So it's already existing in the app. So always watch out for those wholesale bundles where we do give you those free products. We've done that on purpose so that you can offer that free styling product to your clients. So there's your bundle for unwritten. So that's in there.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah, another thing actually, I've had a lot of stylists actually put out like a promo and say, if you purchase from my online shop, I'll give you a 10% gift voucher that you can use in salon with your next hair service. So that's another gift with purchase kind of scenario.
Or if you don't want to do a discount, because I look at what it looks like from a salon perspective, like from a salon lens, I would give them a monetary discount. So $10 off your next service, or $20 off next service, whatever it is. Don't like giving away free treatments because we kill that out ourselves. We find home hairdressers or, rented chairs and things like that. We even feel sticky about talking about treatments. That is a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. How we can really, honestly, guys, I've got salons, I literally worked with a salon. They did 2 training sessions with me, 2 coaching calls. We implemented high ticket treatment strategies. I wrote the numbers down. So the first week they did 1,600. The second week they did, I think it was 2,600. And then the third week, here we go, 1,600, 2,800 and 2,400 in a week just on high ticket treatments. Like if you dial down on this and you actually incorporate that with a free retail product like Mommy's saying, your clients are just going to be so super loyal. Any other questions you want to throw at me? Give me an objection. I'd really like to see an objection that you get because I love this stuff because it really helps. It might help someone else on the webinar to kind of get some insight on what an objection can look like and how that looks like, how we can solve that. Tina, you're up. I'm throwing you under the bus.
Okay. I want to implement more this online version because I do find clients are shopping online. I know I shop online myself too, so I've got to implement that. So I'm hoping to maybe perhaps learn some of the products that are already on there and maybe incorporate
that would be a great idea.
Yeah. Because I've heard O&M's good, so thought maybe learning more about
maybe have a look at something that's on there that you can maybe integrate that will make that shift a little bit easier. What sort of objections other than online? I mean, look, I do believe that clients should be buying from you regardless whether it's online or not. If they're only buying from online, don't take offense to this, but I feel like we're not having the right conversations.
Yeah.
We're not having the right conversations on what aftercare looks like. Yeah. So when we start to talk about, because we are the authority, right? We have the authority to give the recommendations. So I'm going to give you guys a hot tip. This is what I do when I do my my program. I'd like you to ask your client, once you've done a diagnosis with them, I'd like you to say to them, would it be okay for me to show you what aftercare looks like? By asking them permission, if it's okay for you to share what aftercare looks like, it's almost you getting a permission slip to sell. Okay. And then all you have to do is literally lean in and talk to them about aftercare and say, look, this is what I'd recommend you using at home to maintain your colour, to maintain the service, to maintain whatever you're creating at the time. And there's two ways that you can purchase from me. You can purchase on the app, and we have free product for you. We have discounts, or you might have the product in salon. Okay, if you don't have it in salon and you have it on the app, then I'll be saying, can I share this with you? Once you've done that, then you're okay to lean out, because then it's up to you whether you want to buy it. But I've given you the value. I've actually shown you why retail is important. And I haven't made it sticky or awkward. Has that helped, Tina?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, focusing on the value and the outcome rather than the actual like product as such.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
really unpacking that with them and really understanding, you know, if I had a magic wand, what's the one thing, right? This is a really good question. What's the one thing that keeps you up at night with your hair? What's the one thing that is really bothering you when you're not with me?
Yeah.
So if you ask them what the one thing is, I know that's their anchor. I talk about an anchor in my training. We want to find that anchor point. Because if we're actually telling them what's wrong and they don't actually acknowledge what's wrong themselves, then it's still a sell. So I want them to tell me, so talk to me, what does it look like when you're at home, and what's the one thing that keeps you up at night? How does it make you feel that you can't? So if let's take Christy's client, for example, who they've got curly hair. So I'd be saying, what part of you not being able to manage do you really struggle with? Is it the diffusing part? Is it the moisture part? Is it the curl definition? I really want to drill down to what the pain is. I want to peel the onion completely. Because unless I find out what the pain is, I can't really fix the problem properly. Because it's always going to be a surface level problem, and they're going to say, oh, maybe next time. Oh, I'll think about it. Oh, you know, you think about when you've bought something and when you haven't bought something. Did they try and sell you the product, or did they try and tell you why you needed it and you felt, oh my God, I cannot live without this, right? When we make decisions on things, it's because it's something we feel like we need. So we really want to shift that narrative to make them feel that. Has that helped? Has that helped you guys?
Yeah, just writing notes.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask
Okay.
away.
Me again. Now, it's probably more of a business question, but in regards to retail, it would be great if we can get clients on some subscription and save model, like you see with a lot of other companies. Like some of my clients, you know, they subscribe to other companies for their skincare just to get a discount every, I don't know, month or couple of months. So automatically, you know, they receive their favourite products every couple of months. It would be
Do you want
great to
me
get
to
clients on
help
some
now?
kind of a system like that.
Do you want me to give you some IP, some secret IP?
Go for it. Listening
Okay.
with all ears.
Right. Introduce a retail loyalty program in your business
Oh, yeah.
and tell them if they buy 6. So I have a program that I help salons build out, that if they buy, so you have maybe a stamp card, like a coffee card, okay?
Yeah.
Where they buy 2 or more products, they get a stamp, okay? So after they buy the 6th time from your site or from you, offer them a free blow dry.
Yeah, right. But it'd be nice to, I'm all about, and money sick of me saying this, I want to make money while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, but you know what you create by doing that? This is
Yes.
the most important part. If
Yeah.
you have, we have a footprint right now of 2.3% of our consumers coming back to buy from us.
Right.
The reason why you have a retail loyalty card, I know people that go buy coffee to get the free coffee and they don't even like the coffee.
Yes.
Okay, they
Yeah.
go for the free coffee.
Because it's winning.
Right. So if I have someone that's bought from me 6 times in a row, do you
Yep.
think they've established a habit? By
Okay,
that
gotcha.
time?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the madness behind the method, right? It actually gets them in a habit of buying from you because they want the free GW pay, the free gift with purchase.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want the bad coffee, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you implement it, guys, I actually people pay me for this data. So grab this and run with it. It works every single time. Get them to buy from your app. They have get a free blow dry. That's going to save you. The client comes back in. When they come in for the blow dry, you upsell them on a treatment or something else. Don't just do it for free. You're crazy. This is the opportunity to upsell them onto something on an add-on. But try that, and I'm telling you, it works hands down.
Okay.
Sometimes giving a percentage discount. You know, nowadays you can get on any website and they go, I'll give you 10% if you give me your email. Right?
Yeah.
So give them something a bit more value. Or if you get it, you get a free product. Give them the free product that HUSL give you. So there's many ways to skin a cat here. Was that good?
Right. Thanks, Sonia.
That's all right. All good. Charlotte, welcome.
I'm new to this. I started my business about 6 months ago. I'm a mobile hairdresser, so I'm still learning it all, trying to find the new and natural things for my business and to help my clients with their hair. What would you think best shampoo to start with?
Oh, there's so many. I do believe in professional. So
Okay.
what have you trained with? I'd probably look at when you're recommending retail, and this is for all of you, it has to be authentic. So
Okay.
I want you to recommend something that you like, you use, you believe in, because we talked about this on our last hustle. Body language is 55%.
Okay.
Okay, and tonality is 37%. So your body speaks 93% before your actual words do. And if you're trying to sell to a client, they already know that before you open up your mouth. And if you're trying to sell something that you don't believe in, they already know that too. So my
Okay.
advice to you is find something on Hustle that you like.
Yep.
Buy it, try it, use it. If you really like it, then when you start talking about it, it'll be very authentic.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah? Great. Love that. Any
Thank
more
you.
questions, Marie? Did you end up finishing blow drying your hair?
Yeah, I don't really have any more questions. I really want to do more like online sales.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, so who's on Insta here, guys? Are you all on Insta? Yeah.
Mm.
No better platform, guys. No better platform. Promote your business. Your business is your brand. Your brand. Talk to them about what your offers are. I would, if I was you guys, seriously, before we put a bow on this, get onto the app and look at what they offer. Really have a good look at I didn't know about the free product. Right. You know, find out what they offer, find out what you can get, find out what discounts you can get, find out what vouchers you get. I'd be getting onto every webinar to get my $20. Like, find out all of this stuff and then go to market, be quite creative and go, right, I can get this, this, and this through this brand. Right. Let's start offering that. So if you want to build your online presence and really start getting people to buy, like I said, when we started this, what's in it for me? That's all your customers worried about. What's in it for them? Thank you to everyone who has shown up. What's your top products? And I would like to try and recommend. I think at the end of the day, Tina, for you, You know what the best products are going to be? The ones that you try, the ones that you use, and the ones that you like. Because I can tell you what's good, but I would start looking at what my client database. Are they all color clients? Are they all extension clients? Are they all twisty or curly hair clients? Right. And then I'm going to really double down on what the products I need to recommend them. So look at your client base and look at what do they need? Because remember, it's what's in it for them. So what are they going to feel like they need? Is it hydration? I might have a lot of Italian, nonnas and family and all of them. They come in and got thick hair, or they've either got no hair, whatever, they're one or the other, right? So they come in with these thick hair and you go, oh my God, it's so thick and thirsty. What product would I need for them? And then what product would I need for the other part? So yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, HUSL, for having me. I do this because I love it. I don't get paid by HUSL to do this. I just love our industry. I'm so passionate about retail. I want everyone to really capture this market. I want everyone to win. I just love. This is our future of our industry, and go look after your clients because they really need you.
Great.
Thanks, Sonia. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonia. And Sonia, and everybody, now Sonia's next webinar, which will be a completely different topic, but it's still part of that, her 9-part hustle series, from salon owner to real business owner. It'll be on the last Wednesday, the 29th of April. It's around the same time. When it gets a little bit closer, please watch out for the usual RSVP form to secure your spot. And Sonia, how can these stylists reach out to you later for some extra follow-up support?
Thank you for that. Look, you can find me on Instagram, the Salon Doctor, and it's DR. I actually manage, I do have a marketing team that do my posting, but I manage my own DM box because I like things to be personable, just like your clients like your personable service. So reach out to me anytime. Honestly, reach out. I do mentoring. I am going to be capping off my mentoring at the end of April for one-on-one. So if this is something you're interested in, I do sessions, 3 to 6 sessions, where we can really just scale your business super quick. Like, it's literally, I have salons literally in the first 2 weeks, bang. So if that's something interested in, find me on Instagram, the Salon Doctor, and my website is live, but it is being updated, so there might be some things that aren't current, but feel free. Anyway, thank you, Mami, for that.
All right. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day. And watch out. I think all of you obviously have the HUSL app. I'll be putting in a $20 wholesale voucher. We appreciate for you attending. For those that are wanting to sample O&M, use that $20 wholesale voucher.
Let's go, Tina.
Yeah, buy it from the wholesale shop. Get that O&M to try. But thank you again. And she said we'll definitely. Thanks again. And we'll see you the next Sonia business webinar. Cheers.